Good day, everyone. Keiko here, checking in with another update of living a revived life as we go through today's ups and downs and challenges. There are certain things that we're faced with that can cause us emotional and spiritual distress that takes away from living a very abundant, very prosperous life that is promised to definitely all of us. It's something that I believe that everyone definitely has the right to life and prosperity. And as I reflect on today's topic, today's topic is going to be we are the people. Yes, we are the people. And I know today there's a lot of racism, a lot of hate, a lot of stress, a lot of tension that is coming out of our relationships that were already there, that are already dormant, that are already a part of our system, that are already a part of our family traditions, that's woven literally into our DNA. But if we can go back down to the basics of what our nation is about, it says we are the people. In order to form a more perfect union, we must be the people. We are the people. We control the government. We control the climate of America. And if we allow disinformation campaigns, if we allow the perspective of the news, if we allow Jim, James, and Bob to influence our perspective, how can we really grasp in and hone in on this State of the Union, right? Literally a State of the Union. Right now, when we go to school, I'm a substitute teacher. The other day, I was subbing and I looked around the room, and there's Asians, there are Hispanics, there are Caucasians, there are African Americans, and they were African students in this classroom. And I just had to sit back and say, well, Lord, thank you. Because even 30, 40 years ago, you wouldn't have this type of dynamic. It wouldn't be a normal thing to have this type of dynamic. And it made me question, with all the teachers being a certain race and gender in that school that I am, does it affect the way that they interact with the students? Can we put our biases at the door and really give our students the education that that they desire, that they require? Unfortunately, I observe some people not being so nice to certain students. And since I'm not there every day, I couldn't really have a judgment. But in that moment, it just seemed like, would she talk to the other students, in that manner? So we are the people. That means a lot. It really is a heavy thing. I know everyone heard it. United we stand, divided we fall. And that is a true thing. I know the media really went crazy over this folding chair situation. And to me, at first it was entertaining, and then it just became sad because now it infiltrated the way we're interacting with one another and interacting with other people. Unity things are not displayed. Groups that are coming together in meditation for the betterment of the community, groups that are coming together in prayer for the betterment of the community. We are the people. It's not just my child going to this school, it's everyone's child in this neighborhood that is attending these schools. So it's my responsibility to make sure I take ownership over the energy that is going on in this school. What does that mean? On the way to school, I'm in thought and prayer. Ho'oponopono, I know I mentioned that before. I'm saying my prayer, Lord, anything that I have done or my ancestors have done that will cause chaos or disharmony in this school, Lord, please forgive me. Please forgive my ancestors. Please forgive those who have come against the system. I'm sorry that we have to come together like this, but thank you that we have the opportunity to ask for forgiveness. And I love you, Lord, for allowing my student and everyone else's student to come together in a mixed type of group situation. That is a blessing. We are the people. What does that mean? Sometimes we have to turn off the television and really turn into our inner groups, our inner selves. How can we really harness the power that we have as people? Collectively, we it's often seen that we get tied into the madness. We're getting tied into the common thing. I think recently they have released these videos about UFOs, unidentified objects, or unidentified aerial phenomenons is what they call it now, UAPs. But they put it all over the news and people are eating this up. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not confirming or denying if other entities, extraterrestrials, exist or not. But what I am saying is that the news is becoming very extra, very energized about this perspective. But what about this perspective of good? What about the perspective of Christ? It takes our people to make that perspective. It takes each and every one of us to have that choice in our everyday life to love our neighbors. When we're feeling that anger, to rebuke that anger, to talk over that anger and say that we are the people. United we stand. If COVID has taught us anything, it's that our blood still works. The blood still works. Blood in everybody's body runs the same, right? Either it runs red or it runs cold. Either you are alive or you are dead. Okay, either you are healthy or you are sick. Like, these are very drastic things that makes us human, right? So we're the people. And I've been preaching this for a long time because I realized that in all of our diversity, someone has to be the voice. Someone is going to have to stand in the gap. Mother Teresa said, I will not participate in a protest that is against anything. She said, but ask me to come to something that is for peace and I'm there. Because she realized that there's power in the frequency. If we're coming together and protest and hate and against and oh my goodness, what usually ends up happening is that we experience the event even more. Yes, it may be lost with resistance, okay? And yes, there may be a change, with anger. It's never a thing in peace. Just think about it. After Mike Brown was killed by the police officers, we have the right to stand up, for what is right. But really, what we did was just make an explosion of more violence. They said, well, it's already there, but literally, we weren't coming together in peace, prayer, togetherness, and how we can, infiltrate the system in love. We weren't in that place. We were in a place of attack, change, anger and defeat. So, as I bring this to a close, and I will continue to elaborate on what it means to be the people, to be God's people, to be a part of a kingdom that sees no boundaries and no race, but sees diversity, embraces everyone for their unique ability, what they add. And if there are others who are on the other side of this, keep it on walking. What Jesus say? He dusted his feet and he went on to the next city. And so that's all I have today. As you guys move forward and you see and hear and you feel that angst and that tension, especially racially, or tension on your job, or tension, gender roles and things like that, remember, we are the people. Pray for that person. Go internal. Heal yourself, continue to be the example, and healing ourselves, we can heal other people. That's the only way it works. All right. God bless. Take care.